Hi, it's me, Jim DeVille from Albuquerque, New Mexico, with a little follow-up to our lesson number 2 in our finger picking series. Toward the end of lesson number 2, we went over the harmony thirds that can be found out of the C major scale. You'll remember the C major scale on this third string open is the open C note, the D note at the second fret, E note at the 4th fret, F note at the 5th fret, G note at the 7th fret. At the 9th fret there's your A, the 11th fret is your B, and then the octave is at the 12th fret. Now if you've got two open strings on the 3rd and 2nd string, that's a natural third interval. It's from C to E, and it's also known as Do, Mi. So let's go up the scale and find the third above each of the scale notes. And a third is just the distance from one tone to another, an interval 1, 2, 3, up to the third. So here's Do, Mi. Put your finger down at Re, the D note, and the third up from that it's a minor third. From D to F is a minor third interval. So you can sing Do, Mi, Re, Fa. Follow along with the chart. Do, Mi, Re, Fa. Move up to the Mi, Sol. That's another little slant. See, the slants are minor thirds. Then we bring our fingers together for Fa and La, and that's a major third at the 5th fret. Move it up to 7th fret, that's from Sol to T, that's a major third. Move it up again, you've got your minor third from A to C. Move it up for your next minor third at the 11th and 10th fret, and then the octave repeats at the 12th fret, Do, Mi, or C, E at the 12th fret. So the whole thing sounds like this. Our ear loves that. You can go down too. And I would suggest singing the solfege syllables as you play through these major thirds and minor third intervals, harmonizing the C scale. Now one way I like to do it, because I don't like to run out of frets, especially if you're playing a soprano ukulele, is I like to move down to the thirds on the 2nd and 1st string after I get to the Fa, Do, Mi, Re, Fa, Mi, Sol, Fa, La. When I get there, I want to switch and go down to the bottom string so I have more frets to work with. So what I do, when I get to Fa, La, is I don't play it with these two fingers here, the two fingers together at the 5th fret. What I do is I use my little finger as a bar, which frees up the index and middle fingers to go down to the 1st and 2nd strings. And you see from the diagram where that interval is. So it looks like this. Now I'm on the first two strings, 2nd and 1st string. And you'll see the split is a little bigger for the minor thirds on those first two strings. And then when we get to the major third at C to E or Do to Mi at the octave, you see we bring the fingers together. It's the same shape as a minor third would be on the 2nd and 3rd strings. You can also take these thirds down the scale. Now there's a lot of music to be found in these third intervals. So practice the intervals very slowly, up and down, mix them up, and you'll be surprised when things start to drop out and your mind's ear will hear things because you've been listening to these thirds your entire life in songs. You can also move between the thirds chromatically, like this. And a song may jump out. A little ring of fire for you. Starting back up here, going down the scale, you might find chopsticks. You might also find this. Little Spanish Harlem. So enjoy working on these third intervals of the major scale. And I'll see you at our next finger picking lesson.